Like to talk about. Oh yeah, yo, this I could talk about.
And welcome to the Big T Show. We are back. I don't know if anyone just saw that. I had to check myself. You know, we got some guests in studio. It's not just me doing my therapy, ranting and raving about fucking pedestrians and trans pedestrians or whatever I fucking talk about. You know, who the fuck knows what the fuck I talk about? But we got two very funny comedians in studio. We're new friends. You know, we met at Wednesday open mic in Astoria.
Yeah, we're the local New York guys.
Yeah, that's what I love. You know.
Yeah, we're all
New York in the motherfucking house.
Hell fucking yeah.
We got my man Oleg.
Yo.
Oleg, well, what's your full name? So do people.
Oleg Kutler. You can find me at Oleg K Comedy on Instagram.
Yes. And my hand, this is my hand. Farhan.
Yeah, just call me ramen. Ramen's easier. Like
I like
noodles.
ramen. I like ramen.
Ramen noodles. That's easier for the people. Easy on the mind.
Yes. I just recorded THC TV downstairs. We made some lemon pound cake with a nice, beautiful fucking glaze.
Delicious.
CBD.
So good.
Because I didn't want to be a bag of shit when I come up here. You know what I mean? Because I would have been a bag of... You saw my mom at the end. You know what I mean? Like, speaking of bags of shit, the show's always brought to you by Bake What Your Mama Gave You. You know, my edible company. We got some fucking cookies. Yeah. Listen, we took the CBD. Yeah. Now we go for the real deal, Holyfield, you know. We got to eat it on the air. And, you know, it's sponsored by the show.
That's
I sponsor myself.
True, yeah. Eat some edibles.
Oh, fucking yeah. Look at this.
I always had a
cookie right there.
Sea salted butter crunch. I just started putting the sea salt on it. Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I always say, hey, shout out to me. And I did the show with my ex. She's like, that's really conceited. I'm like, who else am I gonna thank? I was the one who made him, you stupid bitch.
It's also your fucking show. It's your fucking show.
But yo, thank you guys for coming all the way to Far Rockaway.
Thank you for having us, bro.
I got the Fifth Borough t-shirt on. We'll get to that in a little bit. We're having a fucking show here tomorrow. If you're around, come through. But just love chopping it up with some New York motherfuckers, comedians, funny motherfuckers. We did it not this week, last week after the mic, smoking weed on the corner, laughing. The comic guy that goes there each week, Mike. He's like, home. We left, got something to eat, and we came back to get Greg's bike. Shout out to Greg and them. Belladonna running a nice mic on Wednesday. He goes, you guys are still there on the corner.
Wait, hold on. Greg rides a bike?
Oh,
like a motorcycle, you mean?
Probably a bicycle.
Really?
You know what I mean? I ride my bike because I had a workers' comp injury. Mm-hmm. And the doctor, I was like, hey, I want to hit the pen. I've been laid up for like a couple months, a long time. I'm like, I want to get out. It's nice out. I want to walk the beach, smoke the pen, listen to a podcast. He's like, what are you, stupid? Get a bike. You can ride it all day. It's low impact. I'm like, hold on. Workers' comp can film me and I can ride the bike and not getting in trouble. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like PT, it's considered, right?
Bro, I can smoke weed, take my shirt off, dark shades, and fucking go around meeting people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, enough said. So now when I tell people I ride my bike, I'm a fat fuck. They don't think it's a bicycle. They think I'm like a fucking
motorcycle.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. Yeah. I'm fat, but I ride my bike. You know what I mean? Like, and I swear to God, my tits can transcend all the shit that's wrong with the world. Racism, anti-Semitism. There could be like a Jewish guy robbing a black guy, and I ride by my bike, and both of them just stop and look at my tits, and they both walk in different directions, like Kulila. You know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, I drive to like maybe Prospect Park, cutting through every different neighborhood, Marine Park, this, Jewish, a little hood, this, that. Everyone just stops and stares at me as I ride by with my tits out. I pointed out to my friends, it's like, yo, it's the weirdest social experiment that everyone just likes looking at my tits.
Yo, shout out for letting them out, son. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, me, 300 pounds in February, me, 300 pounds in July. You think I lost weight? A tan fat person, it's the only way to go. Yep. Those milky white fat people, they gotta go. Yep. You know what I mean? You look disgusting. You know what I mean? You're making me feel disgusted looking at your milky ass.
Why do fat people like bikes, man?
Because walking sucks. Our fat thighs rub together.
You know what?
I was like, in my neighborhood, right? Like, there's a similar one like you too.
A similar one.
He said there's another set of tits.
I'm trying to break this one.
He lives in Astoria though. It might be Greg.
Similar. I see one, so I'm like, maybe it could be that. Like,
so there's another fat piece of shit in your neighborhood.
I look at his tits too. Don't worry.
Oh man, but what were we talking about bikes? What were we talking about before that?
Oh, you were saying how we were smoking weed outside of the.
Oh yeah, they came back and he's like, yeah, you guys are still in the corner because we were just baked. I eat an edible when I get off stage. You know what I mean? Like, my girl's going back to work, so she's sleeping.
That night you came in and gave me a cookie. Remember we all had fucking cookies?
Oh yeah. The butter crunch, these are fucking phenomenal. But how was that CBD?
Amazing. Everything's great.
That pound cake,
so good,
bro.
Afterwards, I was just relaxed. I was like, no more anxiety. I usually get a lot of anxiety from weed, but this time it was super good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
No, it was a fucking awesome recipe. I was just trying not to be. Imagine me high as shit trying to work that board when you guys are over here. You see how fast I started sweating? Because this ain't my cup of tea. You know what I mean? My friend always says, "Why do you do that shit in the beginning?"
Yeah.
No, because I was paying motherfuckers to come here and do this for me, and those retards were getting it wrong. And like, this is not what I know about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, give me a pound of weed, give me some edibles, give me gambling, which we'll get to. Fuck the Bills. You know what I mean? Fuck the Astros too. You know what I mean? Fucking, I was in AC last week. 3 out of 4 Saturday night. 3 out of 4 fucking Sunday. 6 out of 8. Ruined perfectly good parlays. You know what I mean? Like, but we'll get to that. We got the big tits, big picks of the week coming up.
Yeah, you had nice nipples, man.
I appreciate that. My mom told me that. I thought she was just saying it because I was the firstborn.
Yeah.
But I think now that you said it, I can go with it.
Yeah.
Very good.
But you know, some fat people, they got the fucking saucer nipple and shit. You got a skinny person nipple.
You know.
Listen, people point out my legs because you see them when they get on stage. Like, I'm like very top heavy between the head, the breast. You know, my poor chicken legs.
You're a different shape. Like for me, if I don't work out, like I literally start growing man tits, like bitch tits, like bitch tits.
These are me reaching down to get my water bottle. The cleavage starts like hanging over a little.
What you should do? You should start like selling those titty pics and say just say you're a girl. Say you're a girl. Make some money on the side, man. That's a new side hustle.
I've had many of like hard nipple pics where I take it at an angle, like maybe with the sun behind it. It was autistic, you know.
I would be fooled. I would buy them right away.
Bro,
I'm being honest.
Bro, like when I partied and drank, I don't drink anymore. I'm coke, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I was out of control. You know what I mean? Like my tits were a thing. You know what I mean? People just come up like grabbing my tits, like fucking just.
You know, there's a part of me that wants to see you back then. There's a part of me that wants
There's a huge part of me that wants to see that person on stage. You know what I mean?
I could imagine.
A lot of comics like, I don't drink, I don't do drugs when I'm on stage, but that would like I didn't do comedy, but I was doing comedy. You know what I mean? Like after hours, you need entertainment. You know what I mean? And I was and I had all the blow. I'm making jokes. I'm ripping. I had no shirt on. I'm dripping sweat. I'm like this close to dying. So it's always like, you know what I mean? Like it was entertaining to watch. This guy's gonna die at any second. This guy hasn't stopped.
They don't know
what's
gonna happen next.
Is he gonna die? Is he gonna spit at me? Like, you know what I mean? Like I remember like times I'd be doing blow with someone. Like I always would think about Rick James and the Chappelle show. I'm like, hey, you want a blast? And I'll throw the coke in their eyes. And, like mad people would get mad at me. Like it happened a couple times, but the couple people got really mad at me because I felt like Rick James. Like, this is my coke. They keep asking me for it, and I throw it in their face. Like, what'd you do that for? Like, I don't know.
It's also a pretty baller move, though. It's also a pretty baller move to just fucking throw coke and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't give a fuck.
I would do like one bag and one sniff. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
I loved it. I loved it. But I wouldn't be here right now. Like I was, you know what I mean? Like I was about to say, I was looking at the light. Someone blew my mind recently. They said that like when you're dying and you see the light, it's you coming out of another birth canal. And I was like, yo.
That's interesting.
Bro, you know like when you're born, like the beginning of the Biggie album, the first Biggie album, push, and the baby comes out. So when you die, you're already coming out.
It's like your life just...
Remember that, don't go towards the light, don't go towards the light. And then you go towards the light and you're coming out of your mom's pussy, or whoever this new lady's pussy is.
My question is, do you think that like, if there is like a...
burped in the mic, sorry.
If there is like multiple lives, right? You think that you get rewarded in the next one, or you think like it don't even fucking matter? You know what I mean?
So all those times when I was a kid and smelling my friend's mom's dirty underwear in the bathroom, that all gets washed away. Like I'm not gonna get punished in the next life. Yeah, right.
That's not really a sin, though. That's not a sin.
Licking it, licking the string on the back part, like rubbing it over my nose, so it's like permanently. I can smell it still.
What does it smell like?
Like almost like the Blue Bear, the Downy Fresh. Like
laundry, like fresh laundry.
No, but it was you. It was.
But it had a tang.
It made me so happy that it smelled good. And I like a nice tang too, not like smell. Let me chew this as I'm talking about pussy smell. You know what I mean? Like a nice, like natural. You know what I mean? Like like it's been marinating. You know what I mean? Like if some girls like they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna come over after the gym. I'm not gonna shower. And then you're like expecting the worst. You go down like, wow, this bitch is naturally tastes good after the gym. Then someone else is like, I'm not gonna be there for an hour. I gotta go home and shower this. They go down on them like, did you just come from the gym? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. I don't even know what pH balance is, but I'll Google it.
Google.
I think it's what the bitch eats. If like she's eating some shit that fucking stinks, she's gonna it's gonna come through her pores and shit.
Yeah, there's one animal I was fucking with. She was blaming the pH balance on me because I would like always try to like play with her ass or eat her ass and then touch it. It's like, I gave you a yeast infection. I've been doing this shit since the 90s, bitch. You know what I mean? Maybe it was the jalapeno chips you had for dinner, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like, you fell asleep on the couch after you had jalapeno chips for dinner. Maybe that's why your pH balance is off, you fucking moron.
You should have said, I'm going to make pizza with your yeast infection.
This
medicated pizza, though.
This bitch was out of control. Like, a knife would have been, like, flying by my head. Like, crazy shit, but it was fun. It was fun.
It usually is. Yeah. She was amazing in bed, though, right? Really?
Hey, a lot of rules. I'm very
really
occupational disobedient disorder. As I bit my tongue like a fat fuck from eating a cookie. But like, you tell me something, I want to just do the opposite since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm the same way.
So if I'm like, maybe like might have been like something in the way of your butt, and I just touched it gradually, like just. Like, as I'm 69 and you're like, stop. Like, once you say stop, I'm like, oh, fuck, who are you? Yeah, yo, obviously, her body, that's who, but fuck. Until a second earlier, we were consenting doing stuff, you know what I mean? Like, but once you say stop, you gotta stop, you know, and I don't like to hear that. I always say, I have a premise or a joke I always get on stage. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the guys that did all these sexual allegations, their biggest crime was hanging around with girls that said no. You know what I mean? Like when you were a kid, hey mom, can we go to the park? No. Dad, can we go to the park? Yeah. Who the fuck are you gonna ask to go to the park? Your mom or your dad? You know what I mean? I like to hang out with animals. Girls cut from the same cloth. You know what I mean? Like savages. I don't need rules. Tell me what to lick and not to lick. You know what I mean? Like how many bad things can I lick? You know what I mean? Like,
and when you're in there, you're fucking in there.
Well, anything, your foot, your ass, like what can I possibly lick that's not that bad if you did your job and was clean?
Listen, let me tell you something. Can I tell you a fucking story?
Phone on, Ramon? My neck.
All I'm thinking is like, just all I just need, right? I just need someone to just shit in my mouth. That's what I need these days. All right, that's what I need for feminism. That's what I need.
No, but for real, let's get it. Since you said this shit, because
that's what we men need. All us men.
I don't want the shit.
I don't want the shit in my mouth.
In our mouth, man. Let's just do it. We're men. We could do it.
One of the worst experiences. We could do it. I woke up so hungover, and I yawned. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I look at my fingers, all in my cuticles were all dried up shit.
You fingered somebody's asshole?
I don't remember. I blacked out. So then I go and wash. I'm trying like for 20 minutes to get the shit out of my cuticles. Oh. You know what I mean? It wouldn't come out. Then I started piecing together. I went to this bar. And I remember the girl I took home, and I just don't want to eat the shit. I didn't even want it in my cuticles. You know what I mean? Like,
we're just animals.
I got
where you just spoke. I wanted to keep biting my tongue. The fuck is wrong with me right now?
I got tonsillitis 3 times from eating assholes.
That's it.
3 times. Fucking 3 different girls, 3 different times. Fucking 3 fucking tonsillitis. In fact, like literally woke up with fucking Chernobyl in the back of my fucking throat. Literally, like a fucking pus. Fucking. It was disgusting.
That's nasty.
I got tonsillitis, but I wasn't eating ass back then. I was a couple of years later. Like people like, think millennials brought up, invented eating ass. I've been doing it since the 90s.
Yeah, me too. I've been doing it.
Oh, bro, I passed this girl on the road I used to go out with 20 years ago, and I was like, yo, was that the first asshole I eaten? And I was breaking it down. I think it was. Remember, it's 20-something years ago. It's hard to remember.
Remember the first asshole you ate? Remember what it was like?
Yeah, it's the name of my autobiography.
I stopped eating ass. I was like, fuck this. So I'm gonna just lay on the bed. That's all.
All right. Listen, Ramen. Last week we met. You came into the mic late. Oleg knows you.
Oh yeah.
I never met you. I was like, this motherfucker's funny. I seen your energy, and you said what's up to me. I know that's such a low bar. Like, oh, he said what's up to you. Yeah, because in comedy, a lot of these fucking spineless pussy jellyfish will look at you. You acknowledge them like a normal person. Like, hey, and they look to the ground or this.
Really?
Yeah. I had that happen last week, actually. I came in a place. There's a bunch of guys like, oh, how you guys doing? Like, looked and just fucking looked away. I'm like, all right, cool.
Why?
Yeah. And yo, you remember when you came in? On the left side where I was sitting, you put your hand out. I gave you a pound. I didn't even know you.
Yeah.
But that was cool to me. You know what I mean? That's normal shit. Not this fucking, I'm anxiety, whatever the fuck the world says or people, the other comics say. We're chopping it up after, like we said. Yeah. And some of the shit you were saying, for lack of a better word, that, please, if you don't mind, like, I had a nice trip to Germany, but yours was a little better.
Well, he's telling this story. I think it's time for me to take a bong hit, actually.
And so Oleg there used to be some sick bong rippers on Instagram, just Filthy Long, some other guys, and there still is, and he rips it, my man. So as he's ripping this, tell us about the girl ripping on your chest.
All right. So first, I just want to say thank you for like the whole thank you for like the kindness and just showing me around, just being here. Like, I had so much fun, like trying like the lemon cake thing. Tasted super good. Like,
anytime, brother.
I was like, it was so warm and just, it was good.
You got to meet my mom, Carol Farrell.
And then she's just a sweet person. But like, seeing you smear that thing on, I was so hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I was turned on just by the way you were smearing that fucking icing on the fucking cake. I was like, and it's like you were like a magician. I'm like, god damn.
I'm just fat.
This man's a genius. That's why.
And you seen the bike in the hallway when you came in.
I see. It was a good time. So yeah, and
I appreciate that, brother. And listen, nice. We're having a show tomorrow for the 5th borough. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit.
Hell yeah.
That was fucking rip. You're making me cough. You know it's a good bong rip when the person next to you is coughing.
I'll take a bong. I'll take a bong. I'll go in on the journey.
Take the bong rip, but you gotta. Because the wind is like... Actually, you could hit it now probably because it's still lit. The wind is making it...
But, just pull. Ramen, I appreciate that. And listen, we're going to have the show tomorrow. I'd love for you guys to come through. And,
should I do a little bit more?
Yeah.
I definitely want to have you on the cooking show. We're here doing the podcast. We scheduling today. We messed up.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, we were talking, but sometimes I fucking assume people know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And I apologize, but definitely want to have you guys back on, either together, same, separate, whatever it is.
It takes 20 minutes for me to get here from where I am, actually.
Perfect,
so perfect.
Fucking, how's that rib, Ramen?
A little bit more. That's good, right? Gotta keep on going. Alright, there you go.
Well, listen, so we're on some random corner in the story of smoking weed, eating edibles, laughing up a storm, and like that. I'm like, this is what comedy's about. Just 3 funny motherfuckers after a mic. Could have been a show. You know what I mean? Could be McDougal Street in the fucking city, or some random corner in Astoria. And you told us that you blessed us with that gem. I'm like, this. I go. Oleg already came to this conclusion that he needs you in his life. Once you told me this story, I said, I need this. I need to work with this motherfucker.
So what happened was like, so I came back from Minnesota. I was seeing this lawyer girl. I was just seeing this girl. I was seeing her.
The fat bitch, right?
I came back.
The fat bitch. Did he try porn on an Uber driver?
I was like, so what just happened was like I come through, right? I come back.
So you just on a whim, shoot to Minnesota.
I just shoot to Minnesota. I was just like,
gangster.
Who does shit like that?
I was like, why not? I was bored. I was like, let me go down there. But she was a sweet person. I'm gonna just say she's a good person. She's gonna see.
That means she's fat. You know what I mean?
Sweetheart. She's a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah, she's a sweet person. She might. If you do see this, just know that I did say you're fat to them. I did say you piece of shit.
Are you talking to her?
I'm talking to her.
This is the white guilt coming out. This is the white guilt of you.
But don't worry. You know what I'll say to her? I'll say you. I'm a Bengali slave, so you can't say shit to me. You can't even try suing me. Don't worry. It's over. It's over.
Bengali slave.
White woman. How dare you? How dare she? Yeah, that's what my brother was saying. She might try suing you.
No, as long as you don't say her name.
Yeah,
as long as I don't say it. Tell me right now.
How many fat bitches are eating fucking cheese curds in Minnesota? It could be Minnesota, right?
Fuck that fat bitch. Yeah, fuck you. Her name starts with a K though.
Nah, let's stop that. You really want this litigation, don't you?
You want her to fucking sue you, don't you?
Let's get past this fat bitch and how upset you were from this trip. It didn't go according to plan. She catfished you a little, right?
A little bit. So I come back. It was not like catfish. It was just at the level where like
more like a whale fish.
You're crazy. But like, so I come back to Minnesota. I come back to New York, and I like, you hit me up. You're like, yo, are you gonna go? Or I hit you up. I'm like, I'm back in the city. Like, I gotta hit some mics. I hit Oleg up, and then he's like, oh, there's a mic at Belladonna. I'd never been to an Astoria mic, so I go down there. I come in, the first thing I said was like, yo, fuck Minnesota. I was like, oh, fuck this shithole. And I say that shit, and then like I remember like we were there, and then I started meeting you, and then I tell you that story of how some crazy travel story or some shit that happened in Germany.
So you come back from Minnesota.
Yeah, I come back from Minnesota. I come back, and then I'm there, and then I tell you this. I meet you. That's where you were there. You gave me that weed cookie.
Lubed you up to get.
You gave me that weed cookie, and then I was high as a motherfucker. I was telling you some wild shit, and then I told you that story of like when I was in Germany. I was trying
So you from Minnesota, you came home.
Yeah, I came.
You're
home.
like, know what? I need something else in my life.
I know. I was like, I need some spice.
Yeah. So, but you went to. No, you went to Amsterdam first, right?
Yeah, Germany was first. Minnesota was. He was just saying how he met us, like how he got to the story.
You. Yeah.
So when I first met you, you just got back. No, we don't edit.
Just got back from Minnesota.
You think I got time to edit, motherfucker?
I was like, we'll edit this. I said, don't. I'll put it in order for you. Don't worry. I'll start.
No, all right. So now
the Jimmy Fallon show.
So now I remember. You just got back from Minnesota when I met you, and then you told me about the story when you were in Europe. So now go from when you were in Europe. What happened? How'd you get to Europe?
So this is how I got to Europe. I was in.
Hold the mic up below.
I started in let me see where I started in Hungary. That's where I started. That was the country.
Just randomly? You just on a whim go.
Yeah. It was just, I was like, fuck it, why not?
Fuck it, Budapest is beautiful this time.
Yeah. I was like, no, I didn't even give it. I didn't even know Hungary existed. I didn't even know Hungary existed. The way I got into Europe was I was in Dubai, right? I'm chilling there.
So you started in Dubai?
Before it starts way back. If you want to start with my first
start from the top. I'll
start from the beginning.
This is like Quentin Tarantino's story.
We're working our way back. This is gonna be completely honest because I don't give a fuck anymore. Nothing matters. I could die tomorrow. Just hear this shit out. This is the pure honesty of how I like started traveling everywhere. So my mom is like a classic Bengali cunt. She was like, I'm gonna go to fucking Bangladesh. She only goes there back and forth. She never goes to any other place. She just sees Bangladesh and goes back to fucking New York. She's a weird person. I guess all Bengalis are like that, or maybe everyone that goes to their local places. So I'm like, fuck, let me tag along with you on this trip. I was like, come along. I'll go into Bangladesh, and now I'm in fucking Asia, so I could go everywhere in other countries. So I tag along with her. She thinks I'm gonna be meeting family and shit. I don't want to meet none of these weird family members. I don't want to meet Bengali people. I'll happily meet them in the future, but I'm like, not at this time in my life.
In the future.
Fucking 19. I'm fucking 19 years old. What am I going to do? I did this shit when I was 12, 13, and 14. Like, I did this all the time. So I tag along in one of her trips. And then I fucking cut a flight to Bangkok. I'm like, fuck, I'm going straight to
Bangkok.
Thailand.
Now, Jesus Christ.
I got to go to Thailand. I was like, go right.
Thailand? Bangkok's in Thailand. I thought it was some other Asian country.
No. So, it's all good. I didn't even know it existed before that, too. I was just like, I go into fucking Bangkok, Thailand. I'm in there. I'm fucking like super like just walking around all the tourist areas where they
with the lady boys.
With the lady, but I didn't even know. I was trying to find them. I'm like, where are these motherfuckers at?
What are you gonna do? He sort of said it like half hate crime, half getting laid. Like, where are these motherfuckers?
I know, where are they at? Like, I want to see one. It's like a site.
Take a picture.
Yeah. Show it to my friends back in Queens.
Hey, sweetheart, do you mind if I take a picture next to your bone shot?
You know what it's like? It's like going to the Sahara and seeing like an African bull. It's equivalent to that. The same lady boys at that level of like picture worthy. So I'll take a Canon, maybe take a picture. That'll be good. And then but no, real like when I was walking around, so I was seeing the scorpions. I got bored. I was like, yo, fuck this spot. It's so polluted. I was like, let me go to like an island. So I go to Indonesia.
It was polluted?
It's like super like a lot of cars. There's so much traffic. It was insane.
Oh, so let's.
Yeah.
So when did the lady boy fuck you?
I didn't.
No, so
that happened on the way.
No, so from Thailand, you said you ended up somewhere by Germany where the trip.
Yeah.
Like it was like.
So Thailand. After Thailand came Indonesia. I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, fuck Indonesia. No, I was in Bali. Then after Bali, I went to.
Damn.
I'm funding this with like all the tech shit. Like I was working in tech. I just saved up nothing, not like a crazy amount, just enough to like travel. Like you don't need to spend too much on like amenities. You live in a hostel. You could be just a broke.
How much is
bum.
it?
It's like hostels like $4 a day in like Thailand.
Is it a bidet?
Yo, yeah, you could shit. They try to Americanize.
Nice. Well, the bidets are popular over there. Well, not just Europe, over there. Like,
what's it? What they put water?
I think
in
they shit in the ground over there.
Yeah, right.
They just shit in a hole. No.
Oh,
no.
We have to get you to Europe. So how'd you went from Amsterdam to Germany, right?
Yeah. I know that this year all the whole travel story is super long. I'll just start with Europe. I'll just start like how I went to Europe. So I was in Dubai, and then I went to Hungary. I didn't even know. I just found the cheapest flight. I'm like, what's the cheapest flight I could go from like Dubai down to Hungary? So I saw like I was looking through all of them, and then
how much was the flight?
It's like $80 for that flight.
Talk closer to the mic. Just
it's $80. Yeah, so it was like $80, and I took that flight. I remember I take it over. I fly over down there, and then I'm just like, holy shit, like this is super different. Like I get off the fucking airport and they stop me immediately. Like I like questioned for like 6 hours.
And like, yo, where's your luggage? Where's this?
Yeah. I just had a book bag. And it's funny because in my pockets I just had cigarettes and condoms, like a degenerate.
What they say?
That's all I have. They fucking stopped me. They stopped me at the fucking spot, and she said they asked me to empty my.
No, but
pockets.
for 6 hours, what did they say to you?
They were checking my passport. They checked at each stamp. They're checking the Japanese. Like, I came from like all these places, and like, why were you only in these places for like 2 weeks? Like, why were you like?
I'm traveling, motherfucker.
I'm like, I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'm like seeing the world. I'm like,
you jealous motherfucker.
And then they stopped me for like 6 hours, and then they're like scanning my pad till the point where I was like, I'm just gonna like cut another ticket and go to another spot. Like I don't gotta go to fucking Budapest. Like fuck this shit.
Oh, so they didn't want to let you in the country.
Yeah, they didn't want to let me in the country. And then afterwards, that thing just cracked them up. That whole thing of like me just like cutting another ticket and dipping. They're just like, fuck it, just go through. Just go through.
All right, just don't come here. Like, all right, your ex's problem, wherever, fucking Amsterdam, fucking France.
Yeah. I was like, fuck this.
All right, so where'd you end up?
So I leave in Budapest. I'm just with my like bag. I was like, let me see the spas. I'm using Google search. I like to see top shit to see. All these other white people did the research for me. And I go to this like spa down there. I was like, it's like fucking, I don't know what it was. It was like it's the same spot like Julius Caesar apparently bathed in. Now my Bengali ass is bathing in there.
And this is where you met the German chick?
Yeah, no, this is not where I met her. I didn't meet no Europeans yet. I didn't meet anyone. German chick I met in Hanover.
That's the name. Where was that? Talk closer to the mic.
I don't know where Hanover even fucking is, to be honest. Like, it was just like, yeah. So I leave. So from Hungary, I find a cheap flight into Germany. I was like, I gotta get to Germany.
Oh, and that's in Germany. Bindari?
Yeah.
The place you just said?
Yeah, that's in Germany. So I go down there. It's a boring ass fucking city, like Hanover.
Of course, it was like the cheapest.
It's like the cheapest flight to like a boring city. Like no one goes in. Like no one's checking this spot out.
Like why?
Like there's literally a Hitler youth camp. Like a couple of fucking.
Oh, so there's sort of a reason to go there.
There's like, and then that's what the German girls tell me. Like this used to be like a Hitler youth camp. I was like, what the fuck? That's some fucking crazy shit. And then like that's where I was at the station. There's like the bus station.
So now you met the German chick.
I meet this German girl.
And she's a sex worker.
Yeah, she's a sex worker. Yeah, she's a sex worker in Berlin. And then she was like, we're like talking and we're like having these like wild conversations. She's a fucking genius. Like she like knows everything about like anything. And
are you thinking like, yo, you could have been anything?
Yeah.
And
No,
you
I
chose.
would have been a doctor. But
And you chose having sex for money, which listen, it comes off as a bad, like a negative undertone, just like laziness, selfishness, like all good. Hold on, you getting paid to have sex? That's a bad thing.
True.
Hold on, you're lazy. You like to sit around instead of doing stuff. That's a bad thing. You're selfish. You hold on to your possessions that you like. Get the fuck out of here.
Quite a point.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is the backwards ass world we live in. But make sure you get the vaccine. Women paid for sex is bad. Like, huh? What, you anti-women establishment cunts?
Yeah.
I'm a big-time feminist like you. Go on. Sorry, sir.
Yeah,
so you meet this sex worker.
Yeah, and then I'm like and then we're talking. And then we're going, and then she said,
Has
like,
it come up yet that, hey, maybe I might fuck this chick?
No,
you're vibing. You're smart. I can tell you're smart. You know what I mean? Like, you can hold your own.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And she's smart. There has to be sparks flying.
Nah, there wasn't. Trust me.
So what was it like then? Like, as a dude, like, yo, even if a girl's not giving me the sign, I'm like, she wants to fuck me. I'm like, that's your cousin.
That's
Tom.
how she wanted.
Yeah, she looked at me.
She hasn't told me to go fuck myself.
Yeah.
True. I didn't even know that. See, I didn't even. I'm probably.
She's probably like, why didn't this guy fuck me? But she's probably feeling self-conscious. Oh, it's because I'm a prostitute. He doesn't want to bang me. You probably made her feel worse. She's at a therapist right now in fucking Berlin. He wouldn't fuck me because I'm a sex worker. See, Susie, you always think that. You know what I mean? Maybe.
But he let me. But instead he let me just shit on him.
Hold on. So bring it back. So now you went out for some fucking bangers and mash or some whatever.
Yeah. So what happened?
Some Wiener Schnitzel.
Bangers and mash.
Some shit.
So now what's happening is we're talking, right? We're at that stage. And then she was like, "Do you want to come to Berlin with me? That's where you'll have fun." She's like, "You'll have fun in Berlin. Like that's the place you'll have fun."
Berlin was pretty cool. I went there last September.
Yeah,
September's ago.
Yeah, I remember she said that. She was like, "Berlin's gonna be fun, so let's just go there." So I was like, "Fuck yeah, we take that train." There's like this train that just connects all the Germans, the DB train, I think. And then we jump on that, we take it. She was like, "Oh, I have to like do some stuff." Like,
do some stuff.
Yeah,
like what?
I gotta
like what? Sanitize your dildos. Go on. So, I'm fascinated by the sex work.
Yeah. And then at this moment I'm like messaging this other German chick I met in Indonesia. Like I met her, so I'm just like, hey, you gotta like hedge your bets. So I'm like, you gotta hedge your bets. So I'm messaging this other girl I met, and then she's just like, she's super chill. We're still in touch. Like we still talk, but like I don't know where this stripper girl is.
So you lost contact with her for a day?
Yeah. So stripper girl's gone. I don't know where
she had to
at.
make money, bro. Like, where'd she go? Like,
where's she at? I'm like, so now
she has to pay for the next train ticket.
Basically.
Yeah.
To get to the next train.
Imagine
that was your life. Oh fuck! I gotta suck dick to get a train ticket to go to a train with five guys running a fucking gangbang on me.
If she's a fucking like a veteran hoe, she's turning some fucking pricey tricks probably. You know what I'm saying?
It's like these truckers. You ever see like these truck they pick like, oh, you know what? I'm going to Chicago. I'm picking up this load in Tennessee. Like on the map. Why wouldn't they just be slinging cock the whole way? Like, oh shit, I gotta go to Stop and Shop. But oh, Fat Tommy's over there with the big nipples. You know what I mean? I can stop by him. He always likes to lick my ass. You know what I mean? Boom. She got money. Now she go grocery shop. Like, they would probably just go along the route where I know fucking horny guys with money. Like,
she probably.
Like whatever along. I'm talking about Stop and Shop and American shit. But just she has probably a route set. You know what I mean? Like banging them out like a truck driver.
Did she have a pimp or she was an independent?
I have no idea.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think they got pimps over there. I think they're in a union. You probably have like a delegate. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's how fucking like there's a place in Berlin, Amstead or something. We were Googling like what to do. And it's like a world renowned brothel.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like the girls are walking around, like the pictures were insane. You know what I mean? Like it's like they do it right. You know what I mean? Like America does it wrong. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these other countries that legalize the drugs, like things get better. You know what I mean?
People are doing everything anyways. That's the fucking thing. It's just that more people don't get in trouble for it when it's fucking legal.
Yeah, I just I can't even go on any what's wrong with the country rant right now because we have to get to. So now she comes back from running her errands.
Yeah, and then she runs her errands. So now I'm at this hostel and I meet this other German chick. She's another person. And I forgot what she does, but like she had this weird hostel. The hostel was weird as fuck.
All right, what's going on in this hostel?
Oh my god! Now I'm thinking back. There's this fucking these two dudes that are like brothers, but these guys are funny as fuck. This one dude was so hilarious. This guy was just the funniest dude I've ever met in my life. He just had he had no hair at the top, but like had a little like a fucking rat tail. He had a rat tail.
Yeah,
a little rat tail at the back, and he used
a fucking skullet. Yeah, a skullet. You take out the ponytail, it's a mullet. It's a skullet.
Yeah, he had and he was just so insane. He had flip flops on, pink salmon shorts, and like a white tank top. I picture this type of guy and like very hairy chest. I remember just like just like blaringly just hairy, just a hairy.
And these were your roommates?
Yeah, and this was he was like my bunkmates. He was literally sleeping underneath me. Yeah, bro. And then like so this guy used to sleep underneath, and I used to like peep through like the little like there's a little crack at the bed, and one day peeped through and I saw this dude beating his meat like aggressively.
What the fuck?
Shit. I saw it right there. I was like fuck. It scarred me. It's traumatized me. And the reason why it was making no cracks, the reason why the bed was making no squeaks, because it's supposed to squeak when you're doing that aggressively. He put his legs on each side like a fucking spider, and he's aggressively beating.
Jeez, well, I don't know why you just gave us that fucking visual. Like, all right. Enough about this fucking skullet spider whacking freak. Get to the fucking German girl and her cocking down on your chest and squirting some fucking Wiener Schnitzel all over your fucking Bangladeshi chest. Come on, man. Give the people what they want.
The meat and potatoes.
My mom's downstairs watching the live, waiting for you to say it. No, I'm only kidding.
She's like, get him on camera. I gotta hear this.
He was such a nice boy. I thought he was such a nice boy.
She goes downstairs, you shake her hand, she like gives you a phone number, like I seen the show.
By the time she's
I have IBS. Call me. All right, so listen. Now you link up with the German chick.
Yeah. So now I'm back with that German girl, and then so then she messaged me. She's like, oh, I'm free like, and like in the afternoon or like later. Do you want to grab coffee? So I'm like, all right, let's grab coffee. And then I go up to see her, and then she's completely changed. She's just completely changed, like super gorgeous. Like I was just like, holy fuck, this is not the same girl that was on the train. Like on the train, she had, like,
put on her work uniform.
She was work ready.
Yeah, she was like she had no like on the train when I met her, she had no makeup and everything. She was like all natural. Here she was like, I was like, damn, like this is like she was the hottest girl I've ever like seen like that close. I'm being fucking honest. I'm seeing fucking dirty fucking girls in Queens. Fucking come from the inner city schools. I'm seeing fucking, and now I'm seeing like a high end hooker basically. She's a European. This is what rappers rap about, a European prostitute. Like a European this is what rappers.
Right, so you meet up with this. What's her name? She's in Germany. Vienna.
We'll call it Tracy.
Helga.
Tracy.
We'll call it Tracy. We'll just call it Tracy. All
right. Yeah. So now you meet up for coffee. She's like, my stomach's
what's a German name? What's a German? We'll call her a German name.
Eva.
Eva.
Like Eva Braun. It's the only German name I know.
We'll call her Eva.
Heidi, like Heidi.
Oh, Heidi. Yeah. But I think that's Switzerland.
Is it?
Oh, Heidi Klum. I think it meant Heidi, like the bitch.
Thing? We'll like that fat one. Get that shit started too.
All right, so listen, you meet up with fucking Heidi, and she's like, my stomach's gurgling.
Yeah.
I'm looking to make some money.
Yeah, she didn't even know, like she didn't even want to do this.
All right, so how does it come up?
So then you know what I say to her? I was just like we're like talking and everything.
Did you ask her for sex at first?
No, I didn't even. No, it was just like.
Yo, I want to understand how is this the beautifulest girl in the world?
Yeah.
And you didn't. Like, what were you intimidated?
I was like, so I said,
were you shy? I'm trying to feel what you were feeling.
What I said to her was that I'm gonna take a shit. I want to take a shit.
Oh, you have to shit.
I have to take a shit. And then she was just like, yeah, me too. And she
so this is coffee. This is what you do with coffee. Yeah, like go back and like, you have to shit. Hey, me too.
Yeah,
I bet your mind's big.
And then I said, I gotta take a shit. And then she started crying. And she just said, me too. And then I said, why not you just shit on me? I was just joking. I was like, why not you just shit on me? And
the old joke.
And then she just started laughing. I was just messing around. I'm like, why not just shit on? It was just so random. I thought like, I had no chance.
Shit, you know?
I was like, I have no chances with this girl at all. She's just gorgeous. Like she had no chances. And then. Yeah, so then that's what happened. And then she was like, all right, I'll shit on you.
All right, so then what happened? You go back to the hostel?
Yeah, so we go back.
Are you holding hands?
She didn't even know. No, I didn't do none of that.
No, but that'd be funny. You hold hands like a date, and then you go.
Because I didn't even know we're at that level. I'm like, yo, I didn't, like, all I looked at her was just a German girl.
Were you excited about this?
Yeah, I was excited. I was pretty down.
All right, so you get back to the hostel.
Cultural experience.
Peter Parker's there with his brother Spider-Man.
Yeah. So then
This happened in the hostel. I didn't even.
Remember he was telling on the corner.
Yeah, so then I go back.
I pay attention, motherfucker.
Yeah, thank God. I'm like, yo,
details.
Yeah, it did. So I go back to the hostel, right?
They're like laughing and cheering them on and shit.
Yeah, so I go back to the hostel, and then so I go back. Yeah. This is gonna be the end of my tech career. Don't worry, they're gonna all see this. They're gonna be like, this fucking.
You're gonna be the tech god. Are you kidding me? This is what they do. They're paying for this behind the scenes in New York City. These dungeon clubs.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going there? Finance bros and tech dudes and ball players.
And Hasidim.
Yeah, and Hasidic Jews. Yep. It's a wild scene. So I hear. All right, so go on. So you're back at the hostel.
So I'm back in the hostel. I'm a cheap Indian, by the way. So I'm like, I love the hostels, man.
Indian and Bangladesh, the same shit.
Same shit, man. Fuck it. Fuck having a distinction. Just it's easier on the.
No, I don't want. Then I go around, I say something, and someone like gives me a look and walks away like racist.
But I looked at it for. Is Bangladesh like in the middle of the two provinces of India or something like that?
Just, I don't even.
Is that what it is?
It's too much to think about, man.
All right. So let's focus. Let's focus.
All I care about is if the Jets are gonna ever.
No. We're talking about this girl jetting a fucking log out of her ass onto your chest.
No.
So you're back into the hostel.
So back in the hostel. So I bring her back, and then she's pissed. She's like, you're in a hostel. She's like, you're in a hostel. She's like, you're in a hostel.
What? Where would she stay?
I know, cause
in a hotel.
I don't know.
Hotel everybody.
She was pretty. She was pretty disgusted. And then I'm like,
pretty disgusted.
Yeah.
Hold on. She was mad at the place that she was gonna shit on someone's chest was disgusting. She has it wrong. Is this a boggled sentence?
Yeah. and then so I show her the whole like hostel bed. I'm like, I'm on the top bunk. I was like, you gotta climb up.
You were flexing like, yo, that's me up top, the penthouse, bitch.
I did not know all these details. The more I learn about this story, the crazier it becomes. This is on a fucking bunk. I imagine the story completely different in my head.
So she shot it Steph Curry style from the top bunk?
So she's on the top bunk, right? And
that's what I'm saying.
She's Steph Curry and you, the Splash Brothers?
You gotta know, this is at 2 a.m. in a hostel, right? 2 a.m. in a hostel.
With a guy underneath.
Yeah, so you gotta hear this.
Spider-Man.
You gotta hear when it gets crazier. And then, so she gets on top. She's like, all right. She's just all like stressed out. She's like, all right, I'll do it. And then she's fucking squirts that shit out all over my chest. She squirts
a lot?
All of it. She squirts it all out. And it's all over my fucking chest, all over my shirt. And I'm just like,
you didn't take your shirt off?
No, I didn't. I was like, fuck.
And you only had a book bag. You have a second change of shirt?
No, I didn't. I was like, fuck, I'll buy some shit at the
like a shirt like a Germany.
Oh my God.
And then she shits all over me. And then I get down from the bunk, right? And I'm like, all right, get out. And then her ass smells so bad. I'm like, yo, get out.
Her ass? That was your chest, my man.
My chest. No, I smell so bad. I didn't shower in years. That fucking German girl shit on me. I'm like, it's like this is a true cultural experience. And then she goes, right? Then she gets off, right? Then she gets off. And as I'm getting up, I'm going down the fucking ladder. The rat tail, you know that rat tail?
Yeah, the fucking Spider-Man.
He couldn't sleep.
Yeah, he couldn't sleep because it smells like shit.
He probably still can't sleep. He's traumatized. He's telling his friend in Germany, I was doing the Spider-Man, and this fucking Bangladeshi slave just got shitted on by Heidi from fucking
Holy shit.
Yo, so it's squirted out?
It's squirted.
Like how? Like a sieve or like a drip? Seriously, man. I need to know. Like you ever see like when they open a fire hydrant and just
think of a goat.
All right. Okay.
You know how pebbles? You know how the pebbles come out of a goat's ass?
All right, I'm following you.
Yeah, that's how it came out.
So it came out drippy and drabby?
Yeah.
Like she has a bad diet.
Yeah. Maybe.
You're more concerned about her GI track instead of her like.
Well, she's traveling. You know what I'm saying? She can't be.
Yeah.
She's traveling.
She has to be efficient. She has to be efficient.
But a lot of them like maybe they clean out the hole for charge extra for back door or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know.
You're right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
yo,
You get an oil change. Like, hey, you want us to steam the engine? Like, yeah, all right. Like they offer you shit. You never know.
So wait, hold on a second though. But what happened to the shirt afterwards? What'd you do with the fucking shirt?
Oh, I took it off.
Oh, thank you.
Where'd you throw it out?
In the hostel bathroom.
And then now you walk around.
Oh, that bathroom! Imagine
And
that bathroom.
I ran back to my and got a new I had 3 pairs of white shirts. That's all I had.
Like white tees.
Yeah, white tees.
Like
Yeah,
Hanes.
yeah. So I got I was like this.
Well, listen, it took us on the fucking cookies kicking in. It took us on an adventure right there
Quite
to
the
get to what country? Where in Germany? This was in Berlin.
Berlin in a
hostel, in
Berlin.
a filthy hostel in Berlin.
It was actually a very good quality. It was like.
So what was this bitch's problem? She obviously has a bad fucking. She's not eating right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she's dribbling shit on a Bangladeshi boy.
Yeah. It's like.
You know what I mean?
I think it's
Like, yo, who is? So, because now
That's the real Slumdog Millionaire.
That's the real one. That's the real one.
Yo, like, who is she to say anything to you? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, yo,
This is really what traveling is like.
these people
changed my life.
Yo, I bet you all those 3 people are in fucking therapy because of you. You know what I mean? Like, because of you, we're over here laughing, eating lemon pound cake. They're in Germany going to fucking therapy, like talking about this fictional Bangladeshi boy. You know what I mean? Like, you're like a mythical character.
There's literally a German girl that hits me up saying that the whole village she's in talks about me.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is.
Bro, you're a legend, bro. You're fucking
the myth of the Bengali boy. Yo,
I'm saying this is him. This is the fucking
bro.
I literally knew I'm some legend somewhere when I had German people FaceTiming me. Fucking FaceTiming.
They were FaceTiming you? They were shitting on their phones with a camera.
You know what they said?
my God.
They're like, this is him. They don't even know that this part of this happened.
This is him?
They're like, this
You're
is
the legend. Like, and did they know about the shitting or they just know about everything else?
It was just all I did was just stay in some village, and it's not really like a village, but it's like a small town in Germany.
Are you ever gonna go back?
I miss that spot. Yeah, hell yeah. I love that place.
How long has this been? Because I think you need to go. Like,
yeah, I need to go back there and just like reclaim
ASAP
and just create a cult there.
Well, Jesus Christ, that was a great story. I never got shitted on. I got the shit on my cuticles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I remember I don't even like to have anal sex anymore with a girl because this girl I used to drink Evan Williams, like Jack Daniel's cheap cousin. I would just drink like a 36 of Bud Heavy, doing shots of that, Coke, and I was gambling all day and fucking begged her to come over. You know what I mean? She comes over. I don't know why I was trying to fuck her in the ass, and like she's like, don't. I remember her telling me don't, but I was so drunk. You know what I mean? Like she let me do it anyway. Like I had a condom on, and the moment the shit hit my nose, my cock went soft right away because it smelt the shit, and then I it was already out because I'd smelt the shit. You know what I mean? I was rammed something out, and it was shit at the end of the condom with the limp dick pulling with the air like a Chinese, like a Chinese band.
Yeah.
It was finger trapping with the weight of just enough shit at the end of the condom, and the smell,
it was plunging it out.
Yeah, like I was drunk, and I remember I'm like, how is this on if I'm soft? The air suction of just enough of the condom on my dick, semi-hard from once I smelt it went into instant soft. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like you know what I mean? Like I just smelt it just now, and like I never go back there. You know what I mean? Like with my dick, I'll go back. I'll show my face there. You know. Like.
I remember before I fucked a girl in the ass for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, I want to do it. But then after you do it like a couple of times, you realize that like pussy is definitely much better.
Yeah, it's just it's the what you can't have thing. You know what I mean? Like, and then once you have it, like,
you know what it is? I like the
what's going through his mind?
That's the fucking cookie and the fucking.
I'm thinking right now. I'm like, yeah.
You know, you're gonna say.
No, go.
I was gonna say my favorite part about the story that he said was, you know how he caught the guy jerking off. At least he fucking got back. You know what I'm saying? He got him back.
Yeah. Oh, so did the guy finish? Like, how?
Yeah, I know. I took like a peek. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit, and I like moved my head out. I'm like,
no, with the shit. Oh, he wasn't jerking off.
No. When I saw that guy beating his meat like that, I'm like,
I just got it switched up. I thought he was jerking off to you getting shit.
No, that would have been crazy.
That would have been. Oh, and was this the wildest sex encounter you ever had? Because that's a question you have to ask. You're like, actually, you know what? I have one more.
This is a true story, right?
Oh,
like,
of course. Why would anyone make that? Why would anyone make that?
Yeah, no. Maybe I just made all. That would be hilarious.
Yo, and know what's even funnier? If you are making that up and going around telling people, let's say you were, that's even fucking awesomer that you're even that crazy going around telling people that story, acting like it's real. So, like, if you were lying, that's even crazy. Like, it's an awesome story. And know what? You're telling the truth, but if you're lying, that's even crazier.
Hey, if this goes viral,
either way, it's a crazy story. Telling the truth.
If this thing gets viral, whatever this is, I'll just.
Listen, not right now. This is gonna be seen eventually.
Somebody's gonna see it somewhere.
Someone's gonna see this, right? And then if this shit gets big, I'm just gonna keep up with the story. I'm gonna be like, yeah, someone got shit on me.
Yo, it happened. You know what I mean? Like,
it happened. Yeah,
it's like let's say you want it to be a secret, and then like every time people talked about people getting shitted on their chest, you got like just mad uncomfortable because you know you're living a lie, holding a secret in. You know what I mean? Like
people.
I don't know how many people you're around besides maybe me. You know, we're talking about shitting on people's chest or some shit.
And then those people come up to me like, bro, I got shit.
He opened with it. It was one of his opening jokes and shit. He told the story on stage.
That's what you got to do. This needs to be documented.
Yep.
What these people are doing over there.
I know, Pete. It's funny. I'm telling you. Just say whatever you want to say.
I thought he was lying when I first heard him say the story on stage. I was like, "Oh, cool!" Like, you know what I mean?
This is true.
And then I was talking to him. I'm like, "That really happened to you?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, that's the true thing. Yeah. I mean, this like everyone has their first time experience. That was the first time experience I ever had.
Would you ever do it again?
Hell no.
Oh, I think you're gonna say hell yeah. I would maybe want to go back for the real deal. Like, you know what? I was looking for some logs. I got sprayed on like a cat.
Nasty. Ew, like
the way you described it, it came out.
I mean, it
like goaty, like goat.
Like once it happened, I was just like, all right, another thing done, another experience, and I was like. This is like another experience of life.
There goes my bucket list getting smaller.
What did the girl do after? She just went home?
No, she was like later talking with me. Like we later, she had a cigarette right afterwards. She had a cigarette right after she shitted on me. She's like, I need a cigarette, and she's like, and so we just smoked a cig, both of us. After she shitted on me, and we just talked about.
So you bonded over a fucking.
We talked about Rick and Morty. Yeah, we talked about Rick and Morty in South Park.
This is what life's about.
Imagine, like,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, she probably felt better. Her stomach. You know what I mean? Like, after you take a shit, you feel good.
She was so cool. Yeah.
A cigarette, I heard, is very good after a shit.
I wonder if she's like, I also got it off my fucking bucket list. Yeah.
Bengali boy.
You know.
That fucking Bengali maid went to my diary when I was a kid. I always said I was going to get that bitch back by shitting on one of her fucking grandkids.
She probably didn't even think I was Bengali. She thought that was some Puerto Rican. She's like, I think I got a Puerto Rican.
Shit on a Puerto Rican.
Yeah, she sees like those New York memes, like dead ass with the pigeons with the Timbs and a Puerto Rican guy. She's like, yo, that's who I shitted on. You know what I mean? So this story, because it's like the telephone game.
Yeah.
If I whisper something in his ear, he said something to you, and it went around the room. But I guess to the end, it's a different story. You know what I mean? So she shitted on a Puerto Rican dead ass in Germany, saying New York slangs. This is how wild it got. You know what I mean? Like with that mustache, you look Puerto Rican.
I look
You're
like
David Ortiz.
I look like a Puerto Rican villain right now. That's what I'm looking at.
With the Mets sweatshirt? Yeah. I seen you walking off the train. I'm calling an Uber. I was like, fuck that. I'm not ending up in the post. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You look like the superintendent of the building, you know?
Yo. I needed to hear that shit on your chest story again because it's what legends and myths are made of. You know what I mean? Like it's a funny joke. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, Germans shit on each other's chest. Ha ha, we're American. Ha ha. You know what I mean? Like no, they really do. Shout out to them because
it really happens over there.
It's like I don't know. Like, how do you feel about shooting loads on girls' faces? Like
I've never shot a load on a single girl's face ever.
I've done it, and it's like just too much. I feel it's like a little too degraded. Like I like. Well, I have a girlfriend now, but when I was fucking, I'm speaking past. Like you're supposed to sort of like it's the girls you're fucking. You know what I mean? Like, even though you fuck a lot of girls you don't like.
Even girls I don't like, I've never came on anybody's face. I've never fucking had a girl request it. Because if it did, it would have been done.
I did it a couple of times. This one girl, we were at a bar drinking, doing blow. Went back to her place. We were fucking till the sun came up. I had to go to my cousin's kid's communion or christening or something on the weekend. She was working at some like nurse's assistant, whatever, radiology shit. And she said, shoot on her face. I remember just missing. You think you would just be like, oh yeah, I know how to shoot my loads, and just but it just went and went to like far left. You know what I mean? The shit was harder than it's supposed to be, but it got on her, and I'm fucking running late to this thing. I remember we were going over to Verrazano, going to Staten Island. She called me up. She's like, yeah, you know, my friend from work was like, oh, what you do last night? She's like, I took it easy. Meanwhile, she was out doing blow, drinking, and fucking till the sun came up. You know, getting load shot on her face. She's like, I just took it easy. And she's like, yeah, my friend just kept giving me a weird look. And then she goes to the bathroom, and it was all, like, she was rushing to work. There was dried cum in her hair. She's like, yeah, I just took it easy last night. Meanwhile, she was like, cum all over her. She didn't even realize. Talking to her coworkers. I remember going over to Staten Island, the Verrazano, howling, laughing, just at like her walking around thinking everything's cool, they lie, like almost like something about Mary, but fucking not even realizing it, like some dried shit, like bunched up because we were out fucking late. But yeah, no, it's a little degraded, you know. So like the shitting on, that's I like pissing on girls in the shower. Shout out to Shane Gale, a comic. He had a joke about his girl being colorblind and peeing on her, and it always stuck with me. You know what I mean? I drink a lot of water. My piss is like, when I used to work for UPS, I'd piss in a bottle. I'd sometimes confuse it, almost drink out of it. It looked like water. It was so clear. You know what I mean? Like, and in the shower, I just started peeing on the girl I was seeing at that time because it was super clear, and it just became fun. And like, now I can't stop. This haven't happened for a couple years. So drink mad water and piss on a girl's fun. Look, you'll check it out. You get shitted on. I'm telling you, piss on a girl and you fucking just check it out. What's going on, Robin?
Yeah, you got to, yeah.
Was that cookie kicking it?
I'm looking at all this, everything is cool.
Man, well listen,
I'm like thinking right now, I'm like, this is the future right here. This is
well listen, I just want to I do my big picks of the week. I give a $1,000 parlay. Starting at the beginning of the year, we monitor my picks. You know, at the end of the year, I could be down a lot of money and people could laugh at me, call me a fat retard, you know, like, or I could be up money like I plan on being after the fucking Steelers show up and beat the fucking Bills at home on a fucking block punt. You know what I mean? Ruined a perfectly good parlay in Atlantic City. Shout out to Ryan and them from the Ryan Show. I was down there. It was just it was like some mafia guy got the room at the Golden Nugget. I'd never been there in my life. I never heard just like a mythical who goes to the Golden Nugget?
I've actually been to the Golden Nugget.
I'd never been. You know what I mean? I always, like, it was right there. And they had the suite. It was nice. But his bodyguard, this Polish guy, stole the weekend. He had so much white guilt from because there was this guy Shah and this like Egyptian girl. Shah's a black dude, and he just had he was like, I'm from the Great White North, Michigan. It just sounded mad racist. And like he was like just ate mushrooms. Everyone ate mushrooms, and like just so much white guilt came out. He just kept like trying to impress the black guy. Like, oh, my favorite comics are Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. Like everything was like, oh, my top 10 civil rights leaders. Like shut the fuck up. But he was like out of control. Like he couldn't stop talking. But it was like we were joking. His white guilt kept coming out all week, and I'm like, it was just a fun, stupid weekend eating mushrooms, going out to dinner. But I should have hit a parlay Saturday night. I'm a degenerate, Robin. But this big picks of the week. We're gonna win some money this week. I didn't do some homework because we're having a busy week. We have a show here tomorrow night on the roof. We're gonna get to that after the big picks of the week. Do you guys gamble? Do you like the NFL? I'm a degenerate.
I gamble, but not on the NFL.
I love the NFL and the NBA. We're going to go maybe a little vanilla. I'm going 5 teams. After last week going 3 out of 4, like, hey, why don't you pick one less team? You might win. Fuck you. It's a loser mentality. I want to win $1,500. No, I want to win fucking $42.90, which I plan on winning this week with this imaginary $1,000. We're going to go a little vanilla. I'm taking the Patriots against the Jets. Belichick against a rookie quarterback. Come on. All day, even on the road. The Chargers against the Cowboys. The Cowboys are just dropping like flies. I had Gallup. He's hurt. 2 defensive players are out. I love Justin Herbert. And it's It's going to be a high-scoring game. The Chiefs-Ravens. Ravens didn't excite me on Monday. Chiefs money line. Then I'm going to go with 2 first half. Packers against the Lions, bounce-back game. And then the Buccaneers against the shitty Falcons money line. A 5-teamer pays $4,290. 5 out of 5. Money line, 2 first half picks. Picks again, I'm just high right now. The Patriots, Chargers, Chiefs money line. Packers, Bucks, money line first half. 1,000 to win 42.90. We're down 1,000. We're going to be up 32.90 next week. And then we can lose the month of October and still be at 500. We're going to win you fucking money. Last year I was 2 games away. 2 different parlays where I went like 4 out of 5. Where I'm on camera, so it's all documented. That I would have won, would have been 5 figures with like 8 games left. So guaranteed money. And we're going to get you there. Parlay's a sucker man's bet. Yeah, keep fucking driving in traffic on the Van Wyck. You know what I mean? Like the sucker man bet? Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like going to work's fucking a sucker man bet. Parlay's for winners. So I have to do that big picks of the week. I never really had a format where I can document picks. You know what I mean? I like to just for the numbers game of monitoring it, like someone who thinks they know what they're doing.
Right, so
I can be down 12,000 at the end of the year. Like, yeah, I thought you were a good gambler. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm gonna win some money. You know, and you try to improve your winnings any way you can by taking money line. You know what I mean? Like if that was with the spread, that'd probably pay over 10,000 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I'm taking money lines and I'm taking some first half, so you get less of a higher money line on a big spreads game, and 4,000 a nice chunk for 5 teams just to win. I like that.
How much do you put down to win the 4,000?
1,000.
1,000. All right, so there you go.
Yeah. So, but I have problems, and I usually would bet more. I would try to hit that, and then to put 52.90 on the next parlay that pays like 20, and then sometimes I would let the 20 ride, and then you'll get into 6-figure winnings, and then you get the IRS involved. And then you collect the lotto tickets like me going to McGovern before. Well, I said on here, I'm fucking joking. I collect them for my documents and for my tax purposes. Not collect them, but no, it's live. You know, you don't want the FBI, IRS going through you. Fucking a couple years in a row doing good. But thank you guys for coming through. I hope you guys come back tomorrow. We have a pizza maker coming from Brooklyn, Archangel Pizza. Of the Fifth Borough. I'm fucking the cookies kicking. Did you guys eat that cookie too?
Yep.
That shit was awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Fifth Borough Comedy Festival on the roof. Pizza maker. I'm gonna have dozens of cookies. What else am I gonna have? Oh yeah, fucking weed, a comedy. We'll have a great night, and we're definitely going to have you guys back on, have you on the cooking show. Thank you guys for coming through, telling the story. It's been like an hour. I'm getting a little high. I'm fucking, I don't like to force it, then it's a shit, you know. You force a fart, it's a shit, you know. Ex Heidi or ex ramen.
There you go.
No, but that awesome story. You're fucking out of your mind. I love it.
Yeah, you have to. You gotta live. You gotta have fuck seeing the Berlin Wall, see that shit.
Yeah. Or the fucking the Holocaust Museum, which was just blocks. Yeah, it was like artistic instead of like a memorial. I felt it was like a maze of blocks, like but no like hey, this was Steven, that's Roger. Like it was just it was more like this is art.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Germany,
like if you had like roller skates, you could like roller skate through it. Like
I didn't have the time. I wish I had.
You didn't have the time. I had to climb up to the top of the ladder to get shitted on. You think that's the bottom bunk?
That's quick.
You ain't got bottom bunk time.
How quick that is? That's quick. That's literally one night. It could happen right now. You could go to a bar right now. Some bar scan's gonna do the same shit to you. Watch.
Oh man, I'm getting way too excited. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We have a show next week. Are you on it?
No, he's not. I'm on it though.
Yeah, you on it at what's that place called?
At the Irish Whiskey Pub.
Irish Whiskey Pub. Posted on my Instagram.
In Astoria. The 23rd.
Shout out to Greg. Greg's the man. Greg
Criticos. The fucking man. Legendary entertainment.
Some people say the Greek Joey Diaz. Yep. He's fucking hilarious. His mic. I just love.
By the way, this isn't even my Mets thingy. This isn't even my Mets.
Yeah, I bought that from my friend's girlfriend whose husband had the surgery. And he lost all his weight, so I didn't even buy it. I traded him weed for it, so I got got really for the pennies on the dollar. It was all nice shit too.
I love the Mets. By the way, I love them. Actually,
Yeah.
no, Yankee. I don't know. Mets. I grew up liking the Mets, but like everyone in my class liked the Yankees, which is weird. All my fucking class, they love these kissing ass these Bengali kids. They kiss ass so much. Kiss ass so much. I'm like, just like who you like.
Well, listen, Ramen, we're gonna have to have you back on.
Yeah.
We gotta see the comings and goings of you. Like, how long are you gonna be back here for you?
I'll always be back, man. You're the best.
No, but like
Yes, always,
that
yeah.
just like I need to know, like,
I'll
yo,
live
how was your October? Like, oh man, let me tell you this.
Hold on, let me tell you something. I spoke to him today, and just hearing about his fucking yesterday is a fucking story. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like hearing about his fucking shit is always crazy.
Well, listen,
Yes.
we're gonna have you. We're gonna have you back. Yo, definitely want to have you on the cooking show. We'll schedule that for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we're gonna have a big show tomorrow, and we'll be back each week with the big picks of the week, and maybe more guests. There's been another episode of the Big T Show. I am high as shit. Be the person you are when you're high. See you next week. Later.